What was your never interrupt an enemy while they're making a mistake moment? My sister-in-law Lisa had been trying to turn my husband against me for years. Little comments at family dinners about how I never cook like mom used to, showing him old photos with his ex, accidentally, texting him articles about divorce rates. I smiled through it all while documenting everything in a journal. My therapist suggested it might help me process my feelings. Lisa's campaign against me started the day after our wedding. She cornered me at the gift opening and whispered, "He'll realize his mistake soon enough." I thought it was just wedding stress talk. But then came the accidental wine spill on my dress at his birthday dinner, the time she forgot to include me in the family Christmas card, the vacation where she booked us a room next to the hotel's noisy elevator while everyone else had ocean views. Each incident seemed small enough that confronting her would make me look petty. "You're being too sensitive," my husband would say when I'd mention something. That's just how Lisa is. Last summer, she stole my phone, went on my Facebook account, and sent messages to my college ex-boyfriend. Nothing explicit, just friendly enough to seem suspicious. When my husband saw them, his face changed. For the first time, I saw doubt in his eyes. "I didn't send those," I told him, panic rising in my throat. Why would I? He didn't fully believe me, but the IT specialist at his office confirmed the login came from Lisa's home address. My husband confronted her, but she cried and claimed she was just checking if I was faithful. Somehow he bought her explanation. "She was looking out for me," he said. That's when I realized direct confrontation wouldn't work. Lisa was too skilled at twisting situations, playing victim, and making me look like the villain. So I changed tactics. Instead of defense, I started gathering evidence. My sister-in-law had no idea I was watching her every move, waiting for the perfect moment. Last Thanksgiving, Lisa announced she was planning their parents' 40th anniversary party. "I'll handle everything," she insisted, refusing my offers to help. My husband just shrugged. He never noticed the tension. What Lisa didn't know was that I'd already spoken with my in-laws about helping with their anniversary. They'd mentioned wanting to celebrate at the Lakeside Gardens, a venue that typically booked 8-12 months in advance. I discovered through my mother-in-law that Lisa hadn't booked anything yet, despite claiming she had. She'd forgotten to reserve the venue his parents specifically wanted, and the celebration was just 6 weeks away. I quietly called the Lakeside Gardens. As expected, they were fully booked. I also discovered Lisa had actually called them 3 months ago, but never followed through with a deposit, intentionally letting the hold expire. When my mother-in-law mentioned her disappointment about the venue, Lisa blamed me. I told her to handle the booking. She lied smoothly. I guess she forgot. My husband gave me that look again, the one full of doubt. But this time, I just smiled. Rather than expose her, I watched as she panicked, making increasingly desperate promises about premium locations that were mysteriously still being finalized. At the family dinner 3 weeks later, she proudly announced she'd booked their parents' dream venue. My husband seemed impressed until his father asked for details. "Actually," my father-in-law said, "we visited that place last week. They're closed for renovations until next year." Lisa's face crumbled as she tried to backpedal. That's when I pulled out a folder and slid it across the table. "I took the liberty of putting down deposits at 3 venues they might like," I said, just in case there was a misunderstanding. The look on Lisa's face as my husband finally realized what had been happening all these years. Absolutely priceless.